You think I can't take him? Now you probably scared the other ones away.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for cinematic leading ladies that you shouldn't sleep on. These heroines are smart, fierce, and criminally underrated.
有本事就别用宝剑。
打不赢怪兵器不好。
Number 10, Ruby Roundhouse, the Jumanji franchise. Ruby Roundhouse often gets lost in the ensemble of Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle.
Strengths, karate, tai chi, aikido, dance fighting. Dance fighting? Is that even a thing? Weakness, venom.
But don't be fooled. She is a badass. Shy and intelligent high school student, Martha Capley, transforms into Ruby after entering the world of Jumanji. Ruby, in turn, is a fearless and skilled warrior. Shedding her shy exterior, Martha quickly embraces the change.
I never tell anyone how I'm into you too, Spencer.
You are?
Yes. Yes!
As a result, her character development is among the strongest in the film, growing in both confidence and leadership. Most importantly, Ruby is a master of martial arts and dance fighting, making her combat scenes among the most memorable in the franchise. Thanks to Karen Gillan's athleticism and comedic timing, Ruby holds her own with The Rock, Kevin Hart, and Jack Black. Number 9, Cassie Thomas, Promising Young Woman. Writer and director Emerald Fennell made a huge splash with her feature debut, Promising Young Woman.
Hey, I said, what are you doing?
In it, Carey Mulligan stars as Cassie, a complex lead with dark motivations. Cassie is out for revenge against the man who assaulted her best friend Nina and those who allowed it to go unpunished.
That's a shame. I was hoping you'd feel differently by now.
Sorry.
For your sake, I was hoping you'd feel different by now.
Cunning and clever, she executes a complicated revenge plot with meticulous precision. While in deep emotional pain, Cassie masks her rage with a thin veneer of fragility. Her motivations make her incredibly compelling and relatable.
You know what? Not interested, sweetheart? Nah, why don't you take crazy somewhere else? You're not even that hot.
You're hardly dropping panties yourself, Paul. When was the last time you scored in daylight?
Careful.
No, you be careful.
Her story is an unsettling but powerful commentary on assault, trauma, and the impact of attitudes towards women and consent. Number 8, Zoe Bell, Abernathy Ross, and Kim Mathis, Death Proof. The 2007 B-action film Death Proof is an often overlooked entry in Quentin Tarantino's filmography.
No, she didn't.
How do you know?
I'm good that way. And you look a little too shade.
What's too shade?
Wounded slightly.
It stars Kurt Russell as stuntman Mike McKay, who uses his modified car to murder women. Mike's bloody crusade comes to a crashing end when he goes after the wrong friends. The ladies of Death Proof include Tracy Toms, future Ahsoka star Rosario Dawson, and famed stuntwoman Zoe Bell.
So let's hear it, ladies. Set romances. Who's getting it off?
That would be Lee and Toolbox.
Oh, toolbox.
Name sounds promising.
Zoe does some incredible high-speed stunts of her own, barely hanging onto the hood of a fast-moving car. Ultimately, when they recover from Mike's attack, they go on the offensive, giving the killer a taste of his own medicine.
Let's kill this bastard.
While not the most well-rounded characters, the squad in Death Proof are undeniably tough as nails. Number 7, Lola, Run Lola Run. Run Lola Run is a quintessential 90s fever dream and one of the most overlooked films of the decade.
Ich habe einfach nicht dran gedacht. Ich war nur so durcheinander wegen unserem Moped und
That's all you got.
als ich dann endlich ankam, warst du weg.
Franca Potenta stars as the titular red-haired Lola, a Berlin native whose boyfriend works for the mob. When he accidentally loses 100,000 Deutschmarks of his boss's money, he turns to Lola for help. She has only 20 minutes to find an alternative source of funds. The film follows Lola down 3 divergent paths, ultimately landing on the one where she's successful.
Na du. Wie siehst du denn aus? Bist du gerannt? Keine Sorge, ist alles okay. Komm.
It's a pulse-pounding examination of the butterfly effect and how small mistakes can ripple into the future. Despite her visceral fear, Lola's determination and resolve are evident through every permutation of events, even when she fails.
Lola? Wenn ich jetzt sterben würde, was würdest du machen?
Ich würde ihn nicht sterben lassen.
Number 6. Sarah Ashburn and Shannon Mullins. The Heat. In The Heat, Melissa McCarthy and Sandra Bullock are the best all-female buddy cop duo since Cagney and Lacey. Ashburn and Mullins are a refreshing take on a male-dominated genre.
Anything that's happening in my neighborhood, I have a right to know.
No, you actually don't. You want to know. And you do not have the clearance that would allow you to read everything that is on this file.
McCarthy's Mullins is a brash, dirty, and unapologetic Boston cop. She's forced to partner up with Bullock's Ashburn, an uptight, by-the-book FBI agent. Despite being as compatible as oil and water, their unlikely partnership is exactly what's needed to break the case wide open.
Wow, you are just all stick and no sugar. Did you get the cigarette or not?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah.
They also help each other grow individually and to overcome the sexism of their colleagues. Their foul-mouthed banter, violent antics, and believable camaraderie stand out among the pantheon of cinematic heroines.
Right, here we go. Fair enough. Let's loosen that up. Okey-dokey.
Number 5. Mallory Kane, Haywire. Long before her controversial opinions got her kicked out of the Star Wars universe.
And you're really starting to cut into my vacation time, so can we go, please? We'll take my car, come on.
I don't think so.
Gina Carano's first starring role was in Steven Soderbergh's Haywire. She played Mallory Kane, a highly trained operative seeking revenge after being betrayed. The film showcases Kane's extraordinary physical prowess and combat skills, utilizing Gina Carano's real-life MMA expertise. Despite her stoic exterior, Mallory is a fairly well-rounded character, showing moments of vulnerability and a deep well of pathos. Despite being out on her own, Mallory never really reads as an underdog.
They know what you do?
Nope.
I can never lie to my dad.
Then he must worry about you.
Tell him not to.
She's a one-man army, taking bloody revenge one goon at a time. Number 4. Samantha Cain, Charlie Baltimore, The Long Kiss Goodnight. This action thriller had the misfortune of being released after one of the biggest blockbuster summers of the decade.
See how easy it comes back? I'm coming back. You know that, don't you?
The movie was lost in the shuffle, with movies like Independence Day, Twister, and Jerry Maguire. It represents Gina Davis at the peak of her badassery. She stars as Samantha Cain, an average small-town wife who's forgotten her past as an international assassin. She hires Mitch, Samuel L. Jackson at his most relatable, to help dig up clues. As Samantha's former identity, Charlie, begins to surface, Davis transforms from warm and bubbly to cold and terrifying.
Douglas, make you a deal. Let me go now, and I'll leave you the use of your legs.
She's confident, vicious, and utterly deadly, dominating in the best action flick you've likely never seen. Number 3. Alice, the Resident Evil franchise. Between 2002 and 2016, Milla Jovovich starred in 6 Resident Evil films as Alice, a deadly covert operative. In the first film, Alice suffers from amnesia.
Report now.
What?
I want your report, soldier.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sir, the house's primary defenses have been activated. She's probably still suffering the side effects.
As the film progresses, her physical skills begin to manifest. Over the course of the series, her abilities dip into the superhuman thanks to experiments conducted by the evil Umbrella Corporation.
What do you think you're doing? He's wounded. The infection's spreading.
I'm fine.
You should take care of him now. It'll be more difficult later. You know that.
Alice is a killing machine, taking on bigger, nastier zombies and monsters with each subsequent film. The franchise has never been particularly well regarded by either audiences or critics. As a result, Alice is seldom shown the respect she deserves as a one-woman zombie-slaying army. Number 2. Lorraine Broughton, Atomic Blonde. After the success of John Wick, co-director David Leitch left the franchise, molding his gun-fu aesthetic to a 1980s spy thriller.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Sorry. Did you say something, Lorraine?
Did you hear me say something?
I thought you said something.
Atomic Blonde stars Charlize Theron as Lorraine, a triple agent navigating the dangerous streets of East Berlin right before the fall of the wall. In addition to fighting in some of the best combat scenes ever shot, Lorraine must navigate the murky waters of the 1980s spy world.
Till the end of...
She doesn't know who she can trust, and the audience is never quite sure if we can trust her either. Theron is magnificent, navigating hand-to-hand combat effortlessly. While understandably compared to John Wick, Atomic Blonde really does put its own unique stamp on the genre.
Everything else ready?
Yes. Everything you requested.
I'm ready.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Yu Shu Lien, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Yu Shu Lien deserves more praise than she's ever received. At first blush, she appears to mainly be a warrior of unparalleled grace and skill.
再好看也是凶器，刃上染了血，你就不会说它好看了。这把剑有400年的来历，真好看。
However, as the film develops, we understand that behind her serene, honor-bound exterior, Yu Shu Lien is a woman of deep feeling. While clearly in love with male lead Li Mubai, she prioritizes her loyalty to her deceased fiancé. In battle, her confidence, strength, and skill give her enemies pause in every confrontation. Yu Shu Lien's story is a testament to the power of resilience and the importance of staying true to one's principles, making her one of the most underrated heroines in movie history.
不论你对此生的决定为何，一定要真诚地对待自己。
Is there a female lead who didn't get the flowers she's due from this list? Let us know in the comments.
Good. Now give us some flowers. Flowers. Arms full. All right, more. 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 More.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.